Hello and welcome to our tutorial on basic data binding in Angular. Today, we're going to explore how data binding works in Angular by binding component properties using the @input decorator. Let's dive into it. Let's start by setting up our environment. We'll create a new Angular project named Basic Data Binding. I'll walk you through each step. Type ng new basic data binding to create a new Angular project. We don't need Angular routing for now. And we'll also select SCSS in case we want to style anything using SCSS preprocessor. After a minute, you'll see Angular CLI has successfully created the project. CD into that project and type code dot to open it. Start a new terminal, type ng-serve to begin a local development server. Go to localhost 4200 to check that the project was successfully generated and served. You can see that the basic data binding app is running with the new Angular project boilerplate code. Let's clear out that boilerplate code to make room for our own components. Go to source, app.component.html, select all and delete, save, go back, and you'll now see a blank screen. Next, we're going to create a simple button module and a component with the same name. Open a new terminal, type ng-g for generate, m for module, and type simple-button. You'll see Angular CLI has created the simple button module in the source app simple button directory. Generate a simple button component with the -- flat flag so that it doesn't create a new folder within the existing directory. Ensure that we export the simple button component from the simple button module. Go to app module. In the imports array, type simple button module. In app.component.html, add the simple button selector app-simple button. Save it. Go back to localhost and we can see simple button works is displayed on the page. Go to the simple button component. In the class, add a class variable called button title using the input decorator. Type @input, press enter to import that from Angular core, add parentheses and name it button title. Set it to type string and initialize it to the default value of default button title. Create the handler function. We'll call it onClick. It won't take any parameters. Type console.log, add the string onClick. Open the simple button component, remove the boilerplate code, and add a button element. We'll bind the class variable button title to the button, type button title, and now we need to bind the click event of the button to the onClick handler function. Save that, go back to localhost, open Chrome DevTools, go to console, click the button, and we can see that onClick is logged to the console. Now we'll bind the button title property of our simple button element to a variable in the app component. Go to app component, add a button title, which will be a string, and we'll set that to click me. Save that, go back to app.component.html, and now add the app simple button property button title in square brackets, and we'll bind that to the app component class variable button title. Save that, go back to localhost, and notice that it now says click me instead of default button title. We can test that again to make sure that it still works, and it does. Okay, that's it for basic data binding in Angular. I hope this tutorial helped to clarify how the most basic data binding works and how you can implement it in your own Angular project. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.